Hi, I'm Sara Baar, wife of Dave Baar from the Grand Rapids Cochrane brand, and I'm here to talk to you about my journey with breast cancer. First and most important is make sure you get your annual screenings done, be it a mammogram, a colonoscopy, your blood work, whatever it is that you need, don't put them off. I was not going to have mine last year, and then I went and had it the end of December and found out that I had breast cancer. I got my results on my MyChart before I heard from the surgeon's office. Luckily, they did call within an hour. So before they called and before, a week went by before I got in to meet with the surgeon, I went through a whole gamut of emotions. I went from the worst case possible scenario to how am I going to do this? How's this going to affect me? How can I get Dave home and let him know? And do I share with others? I ended up calling my youngest son, Kyle, and he prayed for me. And that gave me a peace and a center so that I could wrap myself around the disease process, what was going to go on, and just have peace with it and not be so overcome. And throughout the coming weeks, as we were finding out what this journey was going to entail, if ever I got frustrated or concerned or wrapped up in emotions, I just felt that peace again come over me, and that's where I wanted to be. So I am a take charge person, and I also am a control freak. Not having control, which you don't have control of this. Doctors are going to tell you what your options are, and you have to make decisions based on what you feel is best. And I also didn't have control on how I was going to react, how I was going to feel, the tiredness, the sickness, any of that. Not having that control, that was very, very difficult for me. But I wanted to make sure that I had people that were praying for me, and I just got the strength to get through it. So God was always a priority in my life, but I really, really felt that this journey helped me get closer to Him, depending on Him. It was also wonderful to know that I had so many people praying for me that gave me the strength. I wanted to make sure that I didn't let any of the small moments go by. I want to be able to enjoy things with my husband and enjoy things with my grandkids and not be afraid, oh, that's outside of my comfort zone. I don't want to do that particular thing. I want to be able to face the fear and go that extra mile to enjoy life. The other thing is with breast cancer, I could choose to live in fear or I could choose to live in faith. And through this whole journey, I chose to live in faith. It was so wonderful that Cochrane allowed Dave to work from home and have a flexible schedule during that time so that Dave was here. He could help me on the days that I did not feel well at all. He could take me to all of my treatments so that if I was too tired to drive, he was doing the driving, and he was also my second set of ears through all of the complications that they wanted me to choose what to do and what not to do. The other thing is the support system of my women's Bible study group, as well as we have an adult group that gets together. They came alongside us. I had several churches, friends, and families. Anybody and everybody was praying for me, and I could feel that strength. I could feel the strength of the prayers. I could feel the connection. It's so important to trust and feel comfortable with your providers. If you don't, you need to find a new one or get a second opinion. The other thing is if you're supporting someone with breast cancer and you have a little thought that, oh, I'm wondering if they'd like a book to read, or you start thinking about them, reach out to them. Be it a text, some soup, anything like that. Just reach out to them, let them know you're thinking. Try not to ask them, is there anything I can do for you? Because more than likely their brain is functioning and wrapped around the cancer. So be there for them. Take them soup or food to have in the freezer that they can rely on. That was a godsend to us. A lot of times we didn't know what to eat, and having that on hand was very, very helpful. The other thing is allow them to cry, allow them to process their emotions. Many times you get emotions after all the treatment is done. It takes a year to recover from the treatment. So continue to be with them, even though they may not be going through treatment anymore. Still follow up and be with them.